What's the history of this house?
Well, this house was built in 1917. It was a two-room farmhouse. We have a picture of it in 1935 in the house, and there was no other buildings around here. It was just farmland all around it. And so it's been added on over the years. Rooms, the back part of the house, basement, all that has been added on over the years. So it's kind of a piecemeal shack. And probably about 20 years ago, a friend of mine bought it from a lady who was very old and probably lived it here, I don't know, for a long time. And it was really a rundown house. And he put a lot of work into it. Put in the skylights and fixed it up quite a bit. And then
you had an energy audit, you said,
yeah.
Steve. Tell me, so that was a while ago, and you've been doing steps like with your personal lifestyle to learn to conserve by...
Well, actually, we were doing steps before the personal audit. I just, you probably got that same deal where you got a $400 job for $95, and so we got that done. It was last November, I believe, and he showed us a couple things where it was mostly drafts in the house that I was looking for, and he found them when he put that fan on the door and started sucking. So I ended up last winter plugging some of the major drafts in the house to reduce our heating bill, which has nothing to do with the solar panels. It's where we have a gas furnace, and so
what were some of the drafts?
Well, this is an old house. It's built in 1914, and there was one of the major drafts was a chimney effect where in the there's some closets in the back one of the back bedrooms, and there was some major holes in the ceiling of those closets, and so there was air coming down, and then there's some built-in drawers in the walls there, and there was air actually coming down through those closets and through those drawers. And he actually, when he had the fan on the front door, he opened the drawers, and he had a smoke thing it was like a hurricane coming out of those drawers.
All right, so tell me the story about your rooftop photovoltaics.
Well, it's sort of a dream I've had for 30 years to put some photovoltaics on my house, and we decided to do it about a year and a half ago, and hired a great contractor to do it, and decided to put up 14 panels, and it's about 3.2 kilowatts up there, and it was estimated to produce about 2/3 of our total usage in a year, but I think it's producing more than we need, because ever since we put it up there, we haven't paid an electric bill. It's producing more than we need, and we have actually a surplus in the sort of Puget Sound Electric Bank. And
so how does that work?
Well, whatever as it's producing power, it runs our meter backwards. As long as we're using less energy more energy is going out from the panels than what we're using in the house, the meter goes backwards. And then there's another meter on there that measures how much power that we're actually producing. And the power company pays us 15 cents per kilowatt hour for the power we make. And then it's obviously when it...
Another question then, how do you choose a good contractor for this kind of work?
Well, it's good if they have a lot of experience, and They've been doing it for a long time. I think that's a good thing. And they also, it's good if they encourage you to do conservation before they put the panels up. You know, if it's a person that's just out to make a buck, they probably won't do that. They'll just want to put the panels up for you.
You don't have batteries in your house. You're putting the energy right into the City of Seattle system.
Right. It goes back to the grid.
Do you know of anyone who's doing it a different way? Let's say they have a solar array and they and some neighbors have a battery bank and they're trying to have LED lights and other stuff in their house?
Well, we have LED lights in our house, but there's probably nobody within the city limits that has a battery system because they cost more and they're not as efficient.